Welcome to a new episode, and today I have a fantastic person in Koh Phangan. She's very well famous on the island because she's filling everybody's heart with beautiful music, beautiful singing, and beautiful Bhakti Yoga. I'm talking about Akari Tamura from Japan. How are you, Akari?
Very good.
Very nice, very nice. Tell us a little bit about your journey into music.
Okay, my mother was a music teacher who plays piano with the children at the elementary school. She's not a pianist or anything, but in Japan it's very common that you marry and you become a housewife. And I was the first child. So she put me immediately to the piano school and I was 4. And so I did a classical piano until I went to high school, so until I was 15.
Tell us about sort of your yoga background, because I know you're a very strong yoga teacher as well, and you teach asanas as well as, of course, being a bhakti yogi. When did you get into yoga?
Long time ago, actually. I mean, my first yoga class, let's say, was even when I was teenagers, because that was kind of fashionable things to do, to do yoga. And actually my friend was working at the yoga studio, so I also was doing a part-time job at the yoga school to clean the room, clean the yoga studio after the class. So I could go yoga classes for free. But then to me that time, it was kind of exercise, because the studio that I was working for was more like kind of like a fitness vinyasa power yoga thing. And I was in America actually that time. I was 20 years old.
Where about in America?
Minnesota, Minneapolis. I lived in Minneapolis when I was a college student because my English was 0, so I decided to go. And so, but then it didn't really click that time, I have to say. And it was 10 years ago exactly. I spent a few months in the festival called Kumbh Mela in India. This is like a three months of gathering of all the sadhus and spiritual teachers come together and they camp together and they share their practice to each other for 3 months. And there I met like many cosmic beings who can, make a perfume with his hands, or all these, the superpower yogis were there. But what struck me most was old bhakti yogis who I met every day at the Ganga for bathing, and then he had a mala, prayer beads, and just going Jai Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, Jai Sitaram, because his main deity, let's say, his main god, Ishtadevata, was Ram. So he was just chanting the names of Ram, 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 or Sitaram, Sitaram, and something I think clicked in my heart. And then the asana came, pranayama came. I did a few years of Ashtanga, I did a few years of classical hatha, and they were helpful to open my body. And but after all these years, still I feel that my roots are in Bhakti.
Lovely. I spent quite a bit of time with the Hare Krishna, both in Brazil and then in Ishkon in Manipur. And a very interesting place there. So it's something also that I've been trying to open more and more is my heart, because naturally I feel I have a predisposition for the third eye a little bit more, but I recognize the heart energy as being the purest. And indeed, you might also at home know that if you're feeling a little bit joyful and you want to sing in the shower, everything kind of like lightens up and you're becoming more connected with your playful side. I think it's very difficult if you are singing to feel really, really bad. You know, there's always some emotion related to singing that kind of opens the heart and makes you connect with something which is a little bit higher than yourself. Akari, one of the things I always was interested in is the use of mantras during Bhakti Yoga. Can you explain to somebody that maybe doesn't know much about mantras, what mantras actually are in the context of singing or...
Mantra, it literally means that it is an instrument for the mind. And our mind decides our identification. Yeah. And then when we identify ourselves as our body, senses, emotions, then we will probably never be happy because those happiness will change in one point. And so mind can identify ourselves either with our small ego or the spirit nature itself, because we are children of the Great Spirit as well. So mind can decide our identification. So the mantra is like a ticket to connect with the spiritual realm. So for that, it is a tool for the mind. It protects the mind from the great ocean of beautiful illusion that is called Maya. So mantra saves us from getting drawn by the ocean of illusion, and the mantra picks us up and connect with the expansive nature of ourselves, that is more than body and senses and thoughts and all that forms. So that's what mantra.
Well, I do a type of meditation which use mantra, so I'm very fond of it indeed, like a sound structure that literally teases the mind into going into a deeper level, a deeper layer, and I love it. And of course, when you repeat the mantras and you got the music and you sing at the same time, and maybe you are in a context with other people, other beautiful souls around you, that's where the magic happens, isn't that right?
Yeah, because we are reminding each other that we are here to serve as a part of the Great Spirit. And it is powerful when we remind this to each other. We could also remind this by ourselves. I mean, mantra is a personal practice as well. I chant mantra if I'm free. And so for me, mantra is a part of my daily life and part of my practice. But it is powerful when the different people came together, because our backgrounds are different, we look different. Some people look maybe, African people, some people look like Indian people, some people look like more Caucasian, and then we all come from the different background to remind each other that we are all here to serve for the Great Spirit. And how great is that, So that's the beauty of community coming together. And actually, in the Bhakti tradition, they talk about the different association, actually. In the tradition of Bhakti Yoga, they say that to spend time with like-minded people. So there is a meaning also that we come together and chant the mantra together to influence each other, so we're kind of lifting each other's up in the same frequency. So that's the power of Kirtan as well.
That's lovely, that's so nice, it's absolutely great. And you mentioned, community and different people gathering together from different parts of the world with different backgrounds. I mean, Koh Phangan is quite a little wonderful bubble for us, isn't it? It's very diverse, very international. And how long have you been here, and how did you get here, and why you're still here? What is the Akari and Koh Phangan?
I came here nearly 10 years ago. In December, it's going to be 10 years. I was in the Rainbow Gathering in Taiwan. One of the Rainbow brothers told me and my boyfriend at that time that go to Koh Phangan. There is a beautiful community of yogis and spiritual people that are spending winter time together. And I was living in Turkey that time, and we always look for the place to spend our winter time.
Akari is one of the most active sort of teachers in Koh Phangan. She does kirtans on a regular basis. She's always part of different festivals that people organize here. She also works as a teacher in one of the biggest schools that do teacher training courses in yoga, etc. So also she's been writing a lovely book. Is that right? Can you show us the book?
So this is Mantra Song Book 108, and this is something that I wanted to make it into forms in the last few years, and then this COVID time basically gave me a lot of time and space to finish this project. So it's the book of different mantra songs, 108 songs with all the recordings and also some information about the deities, you know, like Shiva and Durga and Kali, each deities, and the songs with the musical chords. So it's like a guidebook for the chanting now.
It's lovely. That's your little present to the world. Is that one of the many? I mean, this is it possible to find it on the internet? Or?
It is on my website. Yeah, akaritamura.com.
Lovely.
Thank you for that.
If anybody wants to come to Koh Phangan for whatever reason and you want to meet Akari, I'm sure she'll be around because she's a true member of the conscious community of Koh Phangan. As I mentioned, you know, she has many friends and she's very active on the island. She's a lovely person. So thank you very much for having this little chat with me. I'm very grateful. And do you want a little hug?
Yeah, I'm a bit sweaty, but...
Yes, me too. Very nice.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Very sure.